Alrighty, really quickly, do I have something for sale? And yes, guys, this was one of these random drops from my ambushes. So, in case you're wondering. Okay, 8 deep mushrooms. Oh, I can sell you this junk really quickly.
If there's anything I can do.
Yeah. I need a little bit of the inventory space, if you don't mind. I don't think I would need electricity once. So far I've equipped Shale with the fire, and I think so far this would be the most appropriate thing for him. Anyhow, let's talk to you, my huge fiery friend. Yeah, like, what's with the size?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
You know, at least I'm glad to know that you actually do care.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Okay, apparently you don't like pigeons. I guess for these dropping things. If so, I cannot blame you for that. And Zevran.
What say you?
Questions.
By all means.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
So it doesn't take any special skills, just this survival and all that?
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
I see, but, you know, through my personality, I'd prefer a straight-up bell. Well, I'm a mage, of course.
Then I don't imagine an assassin's life would be one for you. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
Okay, your secret is with me. And let's pet Manji before going. Yeah, just pet him. Seriously, it never fails to make me smile when he does that. And last thing, I wanna make sure everybody is under the appropriate level and no one needs to level up. Alrighty. So, what I think I'm gonna do, I think this might be an appropriate time to start going towards the Redcliffe. Like, right now I'm not intending to finish the entire quest, but at least I wanna investigate around the village itself, you know, just to see what's what and all that. So yeah, to the Redcliffe we go. Sorry guys. And for that, Alistair, for the obvious reason of... Oh,
Blast it.
No. I forgot. I need to do one more thing. Sorry guys, absolutely forgot about this. Since I would assume the Redcliffe village is an open place, Liliana, my love, I want you to have a little rest. And that means that I would need your equipment for that. So take it all back and just make sure you didn't. Yep. Does more damage with outward hand. So this, let it be like this then. Okay, now let's go. I haven't used Zevran in a while. So Alistair, it was your suggestion to go to the Redcliffe, so you go with me.
Indeed.
As well as Morrigan and Zevran. To the Redcliffe village we go. Okay, let's see if we have any ambushes to deal with. Cross my fingers. Oh, so I've managed to go directly here. How awesome is that?
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this, am I?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. I told you before how Al-Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
What? Ah, so now you are of the royal bloods? Oh. No, like, I was thinking about number 2, but it would be a little bit harsh on him. Yeah, like, number 1 would be the most appropriate reaction for me, like, exactly what I had, like this head stroke.
How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant and she produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Okay, now let's appreciate the whole situation. Does the Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Maric's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
But all of a sudden you told me. Why do you think I need to know this?
Because it will probably come up. I didn't want to walk into Redcliffe without you knowing the truth. That would be just awkward. I have no illusions about my status, however. It's always been made very clear that I'm a commoner, and now a Grey Warden, and in no way in line for the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Caelan's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard, oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
And what exactly does it make me to look like this?
Some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Welcome to the club.
Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, way to start this. Finding all of all of the sudden that Alistair is actually Maric's son. Alright, so let's look around a little bit. So there is nothing else to do here, so let's cross the bridge and see what this guy has to say.
Coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm thinking if I should go directed to Arl Eamon or try to solve the minor problem. But I guess I won't get an audience with Arl himself, won't I? So what's the problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Oh, and really, is this something I should care about?
Well, yes, I expect so. If you're coming into the village, you can't avoid what's happened. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Okay. So now we have some monsters that attack in the villagers at night. Really, could it be something without being attacked and me helping everything? Oh, and I'm stone skin again.
Thomas,
Oh no.
yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arm.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
But nope, not all of us died.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Yeah, what kind of things are you talking about? What am I gonna deal with?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to
Ah,
life in
undeads.
human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
But seriously, you don't know me and you still want my help?
I know Alistair, and I trust those he chooses to travel with. What do you say?
Let me ask you some questions first.
By all means.
I guess after tonight the undeads are going down, like sleep.
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
I see. Okay, it's enough?
Then you will help us?
I can just imagine that if I refuse, the village would be absorbed by these undead things. Sure, I'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Morrigan, now you.
Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Okay, though I got the situation, can you tell me just a little bit more about yourself?
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean no offense. I just don't want to spend what little time we have left chatting instead of preparing.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Yeah, Morrigan. You are just gonna be a bitch, aren't you? Anyhow. What does the map say? Ah, so apparently now I can travel to the castle. Okay.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's Son. Blessed art thau who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone.
Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame.
Yeah, guys, I was silent all this time in order not to interrupt their prayers.